Hello and welcome. How are we all doing? Hope you're all doing well. So, you've seen from the videos, my Voodoo gravel bike drop bar to straight bar conversion is done. This is the conclusion that I've come to since doing it. I really like it. It's really good. So, those of you that are not aware, Voodoo is a brand that's sold by Halfords here in this country, in the UK. I think they're sold under a different name or something over in the USA. Or somewhere else in the USA, I don't know. Anyway, let's shut up jabbering. So, I bought a Voodoo limber for a cycle to work. Saved me using my mountain bike. I thought I'd treat myself to a nice shiny new gravel bike. I rode it a few times up and down the seafront here, down here in Thanet, and didn't enjoy the riding position. I'm of a certain age, I've got back problems. So having that bent over situation, dodgy, bent over riding position wasn't doing wonders for my back. And obviously being a gravel bike, it has no suspension as such, and the tyres are quite solid. So I thought, you know what, I could fit straight bars to this. So I did. I fitted a nice pair of DMR wingback bars, DMR stem. Obviously converting it from drop bars to straight bars, I had to change the brakes as well because it had tektro brakes. It also had the flappy paddle style gear levers, so I had to change the gear levers out as well. Whilst that swapped over the cable ties, little simple things, and the grips as well. We all know what grips I like at the moment, don't you? Comment in the box below before I even get to that situation. So what I'm going to do today, we're going to talk about how I felt I've ridden it. Oh, blinding. Probably done about 100 miles on it now. To and from work a few times. And it's a 3 mile cycle there, 3 mile cycle back. And I've done it a good few times now. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Brilliant riding position. Obviously it looks like a bit of a commuter bike. And there is a Voodoo out there which is the same kind of touring look, the Voodoo Marissa I think it's called. So it's got a straight bar, so I could have just gone out and bought one of those instead, but what's the fun in that? I've built a bike that I like, that's got that retro mountain bike look to it. It definitely does have that retro 1980s early 90s mountain bike look. There's solid sort of forks, solid frame, no suspension, fairly skinny sort of tyres, and yeah, I really like the riding position. It's really good. The brakes are fitted Shimano's. I can't remember what ones. I've got a box up there, Shimano BLM4100s or BIM10410s they're called. Really good. Stop on a dime, well I wouldn't say stop on a dime, but they lock up the wheels, which I've needed a couple of times, and idiots have pulled out in front of me. They've stopped me in time, because the old brakes, the tektros I've had before, fucking awful. Putting it bluntly, fucking awful. The tektro cable operated brakes as well, so cables have a little bit of stretch sometimes. You can't tell, and they probably would have locked up over time, would have bedded in a bit better, but still, bloody awful. Gearing is spot on, happy with that. Riding position spot on, because the handlebars have got a 35mm raise, 40mm raise. Grips, as we know, I love those grips anyway. Not much else to say to it. Obviously since I bought the bike I've done those bits. I've fitted a rack, I've fitted panniers as well, and I've fitted some lights, some Lesnine, whatever, I can't pronounce it. Front and rear lights. The front light is really bright, which I've used down a country lane before near here, but I don't go to that country lane no more because people around here drive like idiots. They'll probably run me over and leave me in the bush. I don't really want that. I don't really like being run over. It hurts a lot, and I don't trust certain people around here in their cars or they drive, unfortunately. So I'm going to take you for a little wander around the bike in a second, show you all the upgrades I've done, show you what it looks like. I'm really happy with it. So if you've thought about, if you've got a gravel bike and you're not worried about changing bars out, do it. Just do it. If the drop bars aren't for you and you've got a gravel bike, swap them out. It's not too hard to do. It's a nice little project. It can be done in a day. I think I've done mine in a day, and I just recorded a series of videos to give you guys a little focus on what to do. Yeah, I sound awful as well. I'm feeling dying man flu, even though it's mid-May here. I'm dying. Yeah, I'll take you for a little wander around the bike, show you the upgrades I've done, and let you make your decision on it. Comment in the box below. Make a comment. Have I done the right choice? Have I done the wrong choice? Are you a gravel bike person? Are you not a gravel bike person? Do you think it looks like a retro MTB or retro mountain bike? Because I certainly do. I really like it. Really like it. It's a good little fun ride to work, and it picks up speed quite well as well. So it's got all the double gearing at the front and skinny little tyres compared to my other mountain bike. Anyway, compared to my Norco. Let's take you for a wander around the bike. I'll shut up jabbering now. See you in a second. So let's have a little wander around, share the things I've done to the bike. Obviously the wheels and the tyres are exactly the same. I've left the reflectors on as much light as possible. Change the cable grips, the cable ties, the brown cable ties, just to go with the theme of the tyre. Change the pedals. Crank Brothers stamp 1, size small, because I've got midget feet, size 8. Fitted my bottle rack, my Les 9, whatever you call it, bottle rack. My toe peak toolkit comes in handy, even though I've not had to use it yet. The DMR wingback bars, which are absolutely lovely. The DMR Defy stem and top cap. Shimano gearing system for both sets. OD grips, as we all know. I love my OD grips. They're wonderful grips. I love my Vans clothing, so to have OD Vans waffle grips as well is amazing. It's awesome stuff. My Les 9, whatever you call it, 1300 XL light, which will burn your retinas if it's on full blast in your face. My GoPro handlebar mount, which I bought a few years ago now, comes in handy. As you might have seen on the other videos, I've done a little cycle to and from work. So if you want to go back and watch those, I'll try and remember to add those to the description, so go and watch that. I have added a pannier system, some rear mudguard that I've had laying around, can't remember where that's from. Obviously the charge saddle, just to go with the brown theming again. Like I said, the racking, panniers, which are handy for carrying my uniform. Yes, it looks like Grandad's bike, but I don't care. It's my cycle to work bike. That's what it's all about. It's cycling to and from work. So this, I think they're 20 litres. I've got a couple of carrier bags in there. I've got some more tools in there, basic tools, pump, padlock, chain for the padlock. Carries my uniform, carries a coat as well when I need it. Handy little piece of kit to have, and I can grab some shopping on the way home if I have to. My rear light. The other pedal, obviously. Shimano braking system. The all-important green little cable tie at the end there. Important stuff. And yeah, I think that's about it really. Oh, I added a couple more spaces in the stem now. Yeah, so obviously I think it's worked out really well. It's worked out really well for me. It's worked out for what I need. Let's give it a little spin around so I'll show you the brakes. Obviously the Shimano, oh gosh, it's already fallen off the rack there. Shimano brake levers. It's all gone extremely well. I've had no issues with it. Like I said, I've done about 100 miles on it so far. Quite happy with it, with no problems. I'd happily sog with this further if my little ticker could take it. But as I said, 3 miles to work, 3 miles from work at the moment. Takes me about 15 minutes each way. Quite happy with that. Then I have to have a shower at work because I'll get a bit sweaty otherwise. Yeah. So let's spin you back around to face me. So there we go. There is my conclusion on converting my perfectly good Voodoo Limber gravel bike to, well, a touring bike, a retro MTB, I suppose you could say. Ta-da! Can't see it in full frame there, but from that angle. Let me get it in angle. Back in a second. Get it in view. Still can't see it. Oh well. That's a bit better. So, anyway, conclusion. Yeah, really happy with it. Also, the change of bars has been great for my back. Makes life a little easier going to and from work. Changing the brakes has helped it stop a bit better. Changing the gears hasn't probably really done anything, but it's a bit easier for my thumbs because I was a bit freaked out by that whole sort of and having that for brakes as well. It's like those old gear changing systems used to flap up and down the old brake levers and scared me a bit. Riding position is better. The seat's probably about as harsh as my bum as the other one was. I went and bought padded shorts. Don't shoot me, please. Pannier system, obviously, again, it's not for looks. It's for versatility, and it's extremely versatile. So I can carry all my uniform in it, which is obviously my t-shirt, under t-shirt, pair of trousers. Have my boots kept at work and my jacket kept at work. Have my kit bag at work, but I have my basics here left at home. My stethoscope, iPad, blah blah blah. So I edit these videos on the iPad. Thank you, C-Camp. So yeah, obviously the grips. It's just all the usual stuff you have to change over, I suppose. But it looks wonderful in my eyes. It's a bit like rolling a turd in glitter. I bought a perfectly good bike that was a bit shit and rolled it in a bit of glitter. So I've now got a shiny glittery turd. That's my opinion. So like I said previously, if you're thinking about doing it, do it. It's not too hard to do. If you've got the stuff laying around, like I've got a bit of a hoarding of stuff, should be able to do it alright. Okay, happy days. If you haven't, it's not going to cost a fortune. Obviously it's cost me a couple £100, I think, but it's worth it. It definitely is worth it. Yeah, do it. So there is my conclusion. I've done a good job. If you're liking the videos, give us a little subscribe, comment in the box below, give us a little thumbs up. We appreciate it all. There's many more videos to come. What would you like to see next? On that note, goodbye. Thank you very much. Always wear a helmet.